about to hear is true. Only the names have been changed.
Hi everyone! Oh my god, it's Thursday. I'm starting the vlog late, but I feel like it'll be interesting enough because on top of obviously my new job, I'm baking for a wedding. I actually also baked a whole other cake. It was the biggest heart cake I've ever done. It was a 30-serving heart cake. For reference, the cake board,
I'm here.
Yeah, he's here.
Spider-Man is here.
Spider-Man is in the house. Do you want to say hi, Spider-Man?
Spider-Man is right here in the car seat.
You're helping me hold on to the butter, right?
Yes,
You're helping. What are you helping me hold on to?
the butter.
That's right. You gave it a hug? You guys.
I'm in that picture too.
You sure are. It's huge.
Yes, I'm in that picture on his foot. My mom, could I see it?
Yeah. I kind of like these. It's like a green base. You know, when I look at it in the camera, maybe I don't like it. Boy, what did that little boy just do? Did he see your dad and scream? So this evening we are prepping for a wedding. Don't come at me about the positioning of the TV. We are already aware. So I'm making a classic spice cake. This is not commonly ordered, but I will have to say it's like one of the most flavorful cakes that I offer. I'm doing a quadruple batch right now. So I need 3 cups of brown sugar. I think this is part of what makes it so good, is that instead of granulated sugar, it's brown sugar. Also, shout out to Target. On top of this new job, it has been incredible to have Target to literally just order like at lunch and go pick up right after I get my son from school. Like, oh, it's been such a game changer. This video is sponsored by Target. Just kidding, I fucking wish. Okay, you're gonna beat the butter and brown sugar until smooth. So I know I'm literally the worst because it's been like a few days, but I'm now delivering this wedding cake. No one is at this venue. No one's here. No one. There's not another car in the parking lot. And it's like 35 minutes away from my location. Like, girl, I'm not going to be driving back. Like, I'm leaving this cake somewhere here. So I'm going to call her, but no one's around. I even texted yesterday confirming this drop-up time. Didn't hear back from her. I said I would be here now. I am here now. I actually got here like exactly on time too. So like, permission to bitch. Sorry I haven't gotten a lot of footage this week. I'm just annoyed because that bitch fucking stiffed me on the wedding cake. She literally blocked me on everything and didn't just tell me her fucking wedding was canceled. If you would have just fucking told me, I wouldn't have baked the cake. Anyway, that took 7 additional hours on top of the 43 hours I worked at the clinic. And like, I could have conserved my energy for the next 2 weeks. I have huge wedding orders. I'm in a bad fucking mood. I'm in a really bad mood. But upside is this is the first time I've been in a bad mood since I started the ketamine therapy, which is good because I didn't realize I've been in my luteal phase the last 2 weeks. Like, I just counted and my period is due like tomorrow or the next day. This is the first time I felt irritable. So upside is I think that the ketamine therapy is treating my PMDD and that's incredible, and my anxiety has gone down as well. It wasn't up until last night after that shit happened that I just lost it and just feel so sad and so annoyed and so burnt out. And it was like honestly kind of circumstantial, and I think that that's good because I've only done 2 sessions so far, one of which was like honestly quite frightening but still therapeutic. It was like my ego was having a fight with my subconscious, and it was like honestly a really necessary conversation that those two had to have together, so it was totally fine. But I'm just fed up. Like, this is the fucking reason that I have changed so many policies in my business within the recent months, and why I decided to just step away and stop doing it full time is because I've had really bad experiences lately with the customers who have ordered from me. It's just really disrespectful and annoying and really hurtful. It just left me feeling really like unappreciated. And then with that thought, it spirals into like how I kind of feel unappreciated in other areas of my life too. And it like really pisses me off and annoys me. And so I just like am honestly not in a good mood. I opened Facebook this morning to some like unnecessary ass misinformation about like abortions and stuff and why they should be banned, and like that just really pisses me off. But anyway, work's going well. Today is going to be a reset day. Storm is actually going to be with his dad for an additional day, which is nice because I'm learning how to open at the clinic tomorrow. So I'll get off early, and then I'll kind of have one last day before having to begin baking for that huge wedding, to like come home from work and just like relax and try to like catch up on rest. I have something wild to share. I am considering going to school to be a midwife. I would like to hear your thoughts. Also, just a reminder, I am a birth doula and I'm still trying to complete that certification. So obviously that's going to happen first. If you guys do want to like help and contribute at all, one, if you need a doula, I'm offering discounted prices still until my certification is complete. That just means I haven't completed the amount of births I need, but I've completely completed all of the training and safety and all that stuff. I'm a beginner, but I have all of the necessary requirements for like supporting births. So one, if you're looking for a doula, I have discounted prices right now, and I would absolutely love to help you, and we could do telemed appointments as well. And also, just a reminder, my Amazon wish list is always linked in the description box, and there are some books on there that go toward my certification that you can like choose from a wide range, like which ones you want to read and which one like you choose as your literature toward your certification. And the ones below are the ones I've chosen to read. So if you do want to help at all, like ordering me one of those would be super helpful. Life is hard, but I honestly feel like I'm more capable of like keeping overall a more positive attitude since I began these treatments, because it kind of like gets you to know your more like true core self. And I think that overall in general, I'm just in a bad mood because my period starts in like a day. And to me, that's a huge accomplishment because I've been suffering with PMDD for like at least the last year. And if not like longer, I just didn't realize that my cycle was like correlating with my irritability and depression. So it's definitely been helping with that, and it has made functioning, like my daily executive functioning, feel really well handled and like well managed and easy, as well as like taking away some of my intrusive thoughts and kind of giving me the ability to like put those on the back burner and not let them consume my mind, as well as just like have a more positive attitude in general. And I really am grateful. So I think that that part has been working. I'm just kind of in a shitty mood right now because I just feel like I was fucking played, and I was played. And I think that anyone with a small business, especially a single mom, would be like really salty about that. Like, sorry that you had to cancel your wedding. I'm sure that means something bad happened. That's tragic. That's awful. Who knows the circumstances, but you had the thought to block me, which means you could have just told me so I didn't waste 7 hours of my week baking your goddamn cake. Just say,
Hey boo, it's canceled.
Sick, you're not getting your deposit back, but then I don't have to waste my time. Like, she stole my time. That's what pisses me off the most. And my man pissed me off too, because I was being like that, like loud and passionate about something. And he was like, don't yell. And I'm like, oh, get the fuck out. Get the fuck away from me right now. Like, I'm just annoyed, and I'm allowed to be annoyed, okay? Because rarely, most people I know don't work as much and as hard as me, and so they just truly don't get it. They don't get it. They don't get the exhaustion. They just don't understand.
So whatever. I'm probably gonna cut all of this out because I'm just being a bitch for no reason.
Truly annoyed. Anyway, I got like a coffee table set, like a 3-piece set, like 2 end tables and a coffee table for $48 a few days ago at the cons near my house because they're closing. So I decided to visit this one over in Aurora, but basically everything is sold. Like I'm just looking for a newer couch because my fake leather couch is like shedding, and I want like only nice newer things when I move. So I wish that this was like brought to my attention sooner that it was closing, but that's on me. I need to eat something. That's another thing. I'm fat. Like I need to go work out. I just get scared like if I'm not perfect and like in a good mood and skinny and like productive in every aspect that I'm just gonna get cheated on. So that's a great feeling.
Scary.
Oh.
I wanna be something.
Okay, what would you like to be? Let's go look. Let's go see what they have for you.
Okay.
I think the kids is all the way down there. Do you want to go through the fun house?
Yeah.
All right, follow mommy. Are you excited for Halloween?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. All right, let's go through the fun house. Yeah. It's called the Fun House of Terror. Hopefully it's not too scary.
Not too scary.
Ooh.
Oh, it's just mirrors.
There you go. Good job. It looks like these are the costumes, I think.
Bluey. Tail. Marshmallow.
I know there's marshmallows in the center. You have to hold it high up here. Hold the spoon high up here. Hold the spoon. Storm. Hold the spoon high up here and stir slowly. Yep, keep stirring. Keep stirring.
I'm making hot chocolate.
I know. How fun. Good job. Make scary sound. Oh my God, what that is scary. Okay, chase me. You're so cute, baby.
Magnum bolts.
Huh? Where? Don't touch with your hands. Look with your eyes. Batman. Are you gonna make mommy coffee?
Yeah.
All right, come on, little barista. Storm! This is someone's yard, honey. Okay. Come on, love. it's been a minute. I've had a hard time adjusting to everything. Not a hard time, but I've been letting myself adjust to my new schedule. And I had 3 weeks of both my day job as well as baking. And then I got a little bit sick. Nothing crazy, but I've been like trying to make sure I'm getting enough sleep because like I don't want to call out of work or anything, and like I just have felt a wee bit under the weather. I wanted to give you guys an update on that girl who stiffed me for that wedding. That was 3 weeks ago now. So basically, I've been doing admin work for this girl since December of last year, and she was like kind of a weird client, giving me like weird vibes a little bit. Finally ended up putting in her order for a wedding tasting sampler box on the 20-something of April this past year. She paid for that, went through with the tasting, chose a flavor, paid the deposit for her date, and then next I spoke to her was like August-ish, and she actually ended up inviting me to her wedding, like as a guest, not just to do the cake, and that's never happened before. I thought that was like very generous, very sweet, a little odd, but like that was so nice. I declined because it just was such a busy weekend for me. It wouldn't have worked either way. And so after that, I talked to her maybe like a week before the wedding and just like confirmed the drop-off time, let her know I couldn't attend as a guest, like all the stuff, and we communicated. She said, okay, yeah, that's fine. As the wedding day is approaching, I don't hear anything, but I don't find that very strange. And there is a clause in my contract that states 48 hours prior to the large event, I need the remaining full payment. That used to be like kind of a loose rule for me because a lot of people don't have a designated contact person the day of their wedding. Not everyone is wealthy enough to have a planner or a coordinator, or like an assistant the day of. So frequently it's like the bride or the groom, one or the other, that's paying the day of. And sometimes because of like the stress of the wedding and everything that needs to be done as the wedding's approaching, that's not on the forefront of their mind, but they usually have cash for me when I arrive. It wasn't really a red flag for me not receiving that payment. Like I hadn't even prompted for it because so often they just give it to me in cash when I get there. So I arrive and there was no one there, as you guys could see in that clip. And I had to call the Parks and Rec district because it's a venue that's like rented out through them. And then they had to forward me somewhere. Long story short, I end up finding out this event had been canceled days prior. It was this whole mess. A few days after that, I finally ended up getting in contact with the event coordinator for that venue, and she said it was a really weird situation. The entire time they were like giving off weird vibes, which that made me feel validated because I try to not be judgmental, and I thought I was like kind of like placing judgment or something, thinking her vibes were off, but like no, this girl totally was like, no, the vibes were weird, their stories weren't adding up, it was canceled for a mysterious reason, no one was given a straight answer. I ended up online being able to find a contact person for this client, so I called the contact and he answered like on the second or third ring, which I did not expect. And I said, hi, my name is Alyssa. I'm calling with Snowstorm Suites. In regards to this client, she breached her contract by not like making the final payment or notifying me of event cancellation. He ends up going into this story about how she got into a horrible car accident, which if that is the case, that's horrible and tragic. And I feel bad. And like, I even said, regardless of if this is true or not, I was like, I'm so sorry that happened. But the weird thing is like the stories are not lining up. I didn't tell him that, but the stories are not lining up. So I just like, let him tell me what happened, express my apologies. Of course, that is a possibility. That could have happened. And this is a real human's life. Like that is a very real possibility. And I'm just hoping, regardless of what's actually going on, that everyone involved is okay, because clearly something was fishy and weird. But I did end up getting the remaining payment, so that was good for me just business-wise. I really hope everything with them is okay. At the end of the call, it was a pretty long phone call. He was like tiptoeing around some stuff, making weird excuses and explanations, then tried to gaslight me into saying that they did call me the week prior, and they in fact did not. So that was really weird. And in general, it was just a very strange experience, but I'm praying they're okay. you learn in those scenarios. My contract is being adjusted. If you guys are looking for sweets for the holidays, my holiday menu is linked down below, as well as the link to place your holiday orders. I'm only gonna have these very specific dates available for pickup. As you guys know, my schedule is extremely busy, so if you do want to support my business, I would really appreciate it, but I only have these available times, okay? So that's about it. I'm excited to be vlogging again. As I said, I took like a bit of a hiatus. I really appreciate you guys being patient with me about that. It's just been an adjustment, but everything's been going great. I love the job. Today, I'm very anxious because it is election day. I'm going to be kind of like vlogging my thoughts on that. I'm worried about that. I can't believe it's so close of a call. I mean, as someone who works in reproductive health, it's just like really concerning, the state of the world we're in, and I'm just worried for like future generations if this goes awry. I feel like I just can't even catch my breath. Like, that's how on edge and how anxious I am today, but I'm trying to keep a good positive attitude. I really want to go back to the gym because I took the month of October off due to starting my new job and how busy I was with baking. So I would like to go back to the gym. I wanted to go yesterday. I was feeling a bit congested and not like 100%. Still feeling a bit under the weather today. So I don't know if Storm and I will go to the gym after work today. I guess we'll kind of just like gauge how I'm feeling then. But it'll probably be a good idea to do something because I don't think sitting waiting for polling results is like very productive and healthy of me. I'm planning on next week showing you guys like a more like in-depth like what I do in a week at this job and like what my routine and everything looks like as a single mom. It's been a struggle, it's been hard, but you know, I want more for us, so I'm investing in our future right now with like saving and making more money, moving somewhere nicer. I don't have an update on the apartment yet. I'm probably not going to be moving until my lease is up because I don't really want to break my lease. That would be kind of a pain in the ass. I would say the major things I'm struggling with is just like my eating habits. They just haven't been good this year. I was really strict at the end of last year, and I think that kind of set me into like losing a sense of control when it comes to food. So that's like the one thing I just want to get back on track, and like working out helps me with that because when I'm like actually hungry due to energy exertion, I crave the things that actually fuel my body. So I'll stop eating like absolute ass, hopefully. I feel like I'm having chest pains. I'm gonna go back upstairs, sit at my desk, watch some Modern Family, and just try to relax. It's a scary time. It's a scary time we live in. I'm spooked. This is worse than the 2016 election, and I was actively miscarrying during the 2016 election day.